got a sore throat. Boom. Whew. Hello. And welcome to a fantastic night of dinosaur action. Throat's a little bit scratchy. It was kind of starting last night, and now maybe my voice is even lower, but yeah, as it always is for me, at least usually. Magic the Gathering Dinosaurs on Arena Explorer, fantastic stuff, and using Ireni, well, who knows, but Ireni, the Song Unending. I'm going to be ending opponents and lots of planeswalkers and creatures, whatever it is. And also the protection from white and black on that is absolutely fantastic. We'll get right into it. Probably not 14 minutes of an intro like I did last night, but hopefully everybody's week has been going good. You recovered from Easter if it was maybe extra crazy, but if you didn't have a good Monday, we'll have a very good time here. Fantastic. And the wins keep coming. I didn't have a whole lot of time to play today, but I certainly got it done on Saturday and Sunday there. Oh my, nothing too crazy tweaked other than the thumbnail sake here. We'll talk about it for a brief second. Flying, protection from white, and protection from black. If I'm facing off against an opponent that is in those colors pretty heavily, boom, bring it in. Pretty simple. And then when it enters, this is extra interesting. When it enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control. Take note, likely two things, or just one big thing. One painful planeswalker that needs to get gone. Two planeswalker and a creature. The possibilities are certainly endless and very easy for this to stick around. Creatures can't block it. Certainly somebody would not attack into this if they're black or white. The big flying demon token from Ritual Chamber, Unholy Annex, and Ritual Chamber. Who cares? We're good. Leave it untapped until the next turn that it can attack, and that demon cannot block, because protection from black or protection from a color means creatures of that color simply can't block that. It's unblockable in a lot of cases, even with the flying. I mean, might just go over everybody, definitely. But with the Overlord, this is the main inspiration for bringing in Ireni. This is going to get me that potentially source of blue if I want to simply play it, and it could be easy to play as well. You see the 5 of any color plus the 1 green. That could be 6 green, synergizing quite nicely with Castle Garenbrig. And then I only need 1 red, 1 blue. Easily could be the Overlord, could be maybe a third Sunken or something. Maybe the Cavern of Souls, but with the Overlord we should be quite nice indeed. For the most part, it might just involve Ghalta dropping Ireni with that fantastic enter the battlefield effect. We get to clear the way and possibly save us. And 4 copies is quite reasonable. You only get to keep 1 version of this, but you get all those triggers taken out. Who knows what? You could completely clear the field. Let's say you dropped all 4 and you have 7 lands. Boom. 7 damage divided how you want times 4. Or I guess 21 damage divided how you want. Really is how that could read. Pretty good. I'll take it. No, 21. 28. Oh, okay, let's say you put down 3 of them. 21. That's still pretty decent. Man, take out likely 3 key things, probably 4 key things, and you're well on your way to winning. Could be a Super Friends deck using a lot of planeswalkers. Boom, all those planeswalkers are simply gone. But just this thing, you play one, great. You see another one, good. You got more removal. Love it. Could get triggers from Vaultborn Tyrant, because it's certainly got more than 4 power. Yeah, I'm quite excited. If it didn't do anything too flashy with the enter the battlefield, I don't know that I would really consider it. But the fact that great in multiples, use it as potentially a removal option, and a pretty darn fantastic one, simply because it's attached to a creature. I've certainly tried all kinds of removal that is, just an instant or just a sorcery, and I mean, it's very good. But this, take out multiple things in one and be a big thing and have that protection, it's not going to be bad, I can tell you that much. After you play a certain deck like I have, Dinos, over 10,000 games, could be 10,000 matches, which would be 20,000 games at a minimum. But you get the idea. After you do so much, you're like, yeah, you know what's going to be pretty decent. Not terrible. Definitely not going to hurt. But again, only using it because I can sink that maximum amount of Castle Garenbrig mana into it. Get the red, get the blue, possibly tweak things a little bit more. I have not explored some of the new blue stuff from Tarkir, Dragonstorm, Counterspell things and whatnot. I will get to that at some point, so this is definitely going to stay in when I try that spin out. But 6 minutes, that's fantastic. We'll get right to the
ruthless aggression.
A lot of ruthless aggression. Possibly pop into Mythic tonight. If I win the next 6, that is what's going to happen. Or if I win 3, lose 1, loss protection after I get to Diamond 1, and that would also be quite nice. Of course, I wish I would have been in Mythic quite a bit sooner, but I think the tweaks that I made are definitely on the right track. Mostly Overlord of the Hauntwoods, but also just mulliganing pretty aggressively. And I forgot to mention the list in the description. Linktree to the Discord, a primer too, if you happen to be new. You might be. You can get a rundown of the main idea of playing this. That's not going to work though. Is this opponent going to be in black? And it's still not quite going to work. Technically, it might work eventually, but still too risky. If Carnage Tyrant was a Sylvan Scrying, one of these, it would be, oh man, there we go. We're laughing. Send all the stuff that isn't ramped to the bottom, the 2 things. We should be getting there. Pretty much every creature I have in here is big and nice and massive, but now it may not matter, especially with, interesting. Very interesting. We'll wait and see if we draw a Sunken Citadel next turn. We could, then that would turn what Commune grabs into something different. Might grab a second Sunken, something like that. But it's not like I have the turn 2 play of Sylvan Scrying, so there's no reason I really shouldn't save Commune. But we are dead. Now it has been confirmed to be Gruul Aggro. We lose. We're definitely losing, I can tell you that much. Might as well be Commercial District there. Archdruid's Charm, very reasonable. Playing Castle Garenbrig and then putting Sunken out is going to be nice. But it will be too little too late. Now Ureni, even though protection from black and white is not going to do anything against Gruul Aggro, green and red, if we land it, we should be able to take out a decent amount of creatures if we're still alive, that is. There's lots of 1/1s, 2/2s. This particular way of playing aggro, they don't always pump up things perma. I guess the mouse Heartfire Hero kind of does. But they got a lot of small stuff. Temporary pumps on everybody. I would imagine we are likely dead. It's a very real possibility. They just have Monstrous Rage right now. Or Cunning Coyote. Maybe they don't play any more creatures. Now, Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. That would be pretty ideal. Big body, gain 3 life, stabilize quite nicely. But the Heartfire Hero, I mean, we're still basically dead. We can't block the Heartfire Hero, really, because it's probably getting even bigger next turn. And if we don't block it, we die. But if we do block it, we die. Nuts. Where's that sunken? Sunken. Oh, there it is. My goodness. Ugh. Might as well be Overlords. We could... No, we're not surviving. What am I thinking? The math is hard. We could have played Regisaur Alpha, but they would have only had to pump one other creature, and they would have been able to at least get that damage down. Possibly Leyline of Sanctity against some aggro variations. They don't have only creatures that deal damage to you. They also have targeted spells. Bolt Wave, I believe it is, does not target you though. 1 red, deal 3 damage, I think, to each opponent. Pretty darn fantastic. No. We're not going to bother with that. We're going to hope for the best. Does Tyrranax Rex help? Yeah, kind of. Certainly Carnage Tyrant is cheaper than T-Rex, so of course this would come down a little bit sooner. We'll trim that. Because it is aggro, keeping Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur Alpha. Those are multiple bodies in one, so just the... Well, it could buy me time. The dinosaur eggs, the dinosaur tokens. I might need to only buy myself one more turn, and I could potentially get the win. I did just get into Diamond 2 here, so if I lose, it's like I didn't lose. Because, oh, pardon me, I'm still drinking that Pepsi Zero Sugar Cherry. I should probably save some for my wife, but it's just so good. But, yeah, if I do lose, I don't drop below Diamond 2 because I just got there. Oh, that's fantastic. That could get us Irene. Are you ready for Irene? Oh, boy.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Of course, they can have any crazy combination of stuff. The general idea of playing small creatures and then making them bigger and then beating your opponent is pretty simple and straightforward. Hopefully, we find another Sunken. That would be quite ideal. See if Commune gets it. No, not the case. Do we like Regisaur or Carnage Tyrant? I think Regisaur is potentially a little bit better. If I didn't have the Carnage Tyrant, I would have grabbed it. But just one more hasty thing. They haven't played any creature on turn 1. So that's actually going to be quite helpful for us. Corey Steel Cutter. No. I almost thought that I should exile Corey Steel Cutter. It's going pretty good. Commander Crane so far. Hopefully we see what might be my new favorite dragon. I know you like dragons, of course. But Irene, oh boy. Oh boy. Gonna get the job done. Question becomes, should I have taken out Corey Steel Cutter? I don't think so. Maybe. I just want Archdruids to grab that second Sunken. At the very least, I can play Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. Ooh, that's not good. We're only dealt 4. We get yeah. Blue. Don't worry, Scorpion. It's all right. I can make a concession. Actually, we're fine. We're good. We have to hope that the opponent doesn't have another Beseju, of course, because that would definitely ruin our chances. Yeah. Whew. Not great. Oh, maybe we draw land. They die next turn. Oh, let's get them. Oh, it's not land. Would be nice to play Irene. We can't at the moment. I could, if that forest was a Stomping Ground, and then I drew. Well, I mean, if I draw another land, we get Irene anyways. Yeah. Whew. At the very least, the Vaultborn Tyrant might scare away some aggression, which would be good. I don't think they can take it out. Maybe they have some random piece of removal. Huh. They're certainly not dealing 21 this turn. I can tell you that much. we do need to get a bunch of stuff. I think they're going to keep up the super aggression. Possibly. They're thinking about it. Oh, good. Good. Yes. Block something that's 2 power. Makes sense. Definitely a lot of stuff for 2 lands. Overlord is very nice, of course, as well. But now we gain 3 more life, plus having another big body. We just gotta buy time and get that land and smoke them. Of course, Areni, at the moment, completely over the top unnecessary. I don't need Areni to get the job done. So Areni could be a little bit more ramp. Well, this is good. Let's get him. Yeah. Whew. Vaultborn Tyrant for the win. Should be. Huh, that's odd. Well, you're dead. That's for sure. Oh, you want to make me gain no life? Yeah, get him.
You have no power here.
Let's see. So I got 5. Take out that and that. That's not terrible, taking out 2 creatures. Huh, I can get used to this. Of course, they would have been absolutely smoked, even without it, but yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 like the circus theme song. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Let's keep everything in my hands. We're good. Ouch. Super dead. Of course, I don't think we're going to win the next one. I'm just happy to get a win against an aggro deck. It's been so long, and I did not need to really tweak anything to do so. However, could Areni just be some big creature that costs 6? I would be getting it down in a lot more cases. I think the opponent Scorpion, yes, they are going to Boseiju Who Endures to get rid of Castle Garenbrig, but they do see that I have 2, so hopefully I get 2 castles, play 1, pretend like I don't have the second, and get them to use the Boseiju on the castle instead of the Sunken. Sometimes I've done that. Sometimes I'll play the second castle, but the opponent is wise, and then they take out the Sunken, because that's the better thing. Gotta be sneaky, play the mind games, potentially. Keep T-Rex, what am I thinking? Tear Asunder. We'll trim 3 of the Arenis, but Tear Asunder to potentially exile the Quarry Steel Cutter. Basically, if you can take these all out, even before they make the 1/1 white monk with prowess, you should be safe. However, Areni there does have protection from white, and that monk token is white. I think mind games probably work better in the higher ranks. In the lower ranks, people just don't know maybe what's going on, I have to imagine. But it's not exactly mind games. Maybe it's a bit of everything. Bluffing, mind games, perhaps that is the same thing. But I bluff, they bluff. Maybe they call my bluff. Or I play in such a way, I make certain plays that it makes them think that I'm going to be doing something, and then I do something different. I could reveal a dino with Commune, and they're ready for that to drop if it would affect what they do, but then I play something bigger or something different, something they can't kill. I don't think they're going to have the Acron. Oh, well. If we're going to win, it's with that kind of a hand. But again, it's oh my god, why couldn't it be any other deck? any other deck other than mono green. Man, hopefully they go slow. Tick-tock. Well, there is the Boseiju. Okay. I was hoping for, whatchamacallit, Tear Asunder. I would have played the Force to take out Corey Steelcutter. That would have been quite nice. But now that, and the Burning Tree Emissary. I could see us simply being dead. Yeah. Pumping up stuff, maybe. Okay, not too bad. Commercial district, we see what's on top, don't need a forest, that's for sure. Now, hopefully they don't have too much pumping stuff. You know what, we'll go with Castle Garenbrig. Again, this is crafting the narrative. Really, I should have gone with Castle Garenbrig first, then played Commercial District. But they see it, maybe they hold up mana for the Boseiju to take it out, but they don't know that I have a backup. Or we're just dead. We are just dead. That would, we must be dead. 7. Oh, okay. A Monstrous Rage is not banned in Explorer or Pioneer. But, I mean, you can imagine how things might have gone perhaps a little bit better. If I was on the play and things had gone how they went, I would have had Vaultborn down a turn sooner. The opponent might not have attacked into the Vaultborn. I would have made 8 mana. Excuse me. I would have made 8 mana a turn sooner. A reasonable chance, if everything went as it did, we would have potentially got the win. Finally. Yeah, it is what it is. There's certainly something for everyone. A deck for everyone to play, and they're fast. You can spam a bunch of matches pretty darn quick. Which might be what people are looking for. People don't have the time or as much time, and they want to spend 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Hopefully Lord Thiago. I played against this person before. I don't remember if it is Azorius Control, but if it is, that could be it. A 1-land hand, but it's not actually a 1-land hand. It's more like pretty much everything we need. Definitely nice with the Vaultborn Tyrant. But the communes to dig and get what we want might be... Oh, bring to light. Okay. Good stuff. Castle for something. Oh, hey. I like another Sunken. Let's get another Sunken. The land I play would have always entered tapped anyways. If it was a Castle Garenbrig, Sunken always enters tapped. We have Sylvan and the Archdruids to be finding the Castle Garenbrig anyways. Of course, I would hope to draw land that turn. We just got to go with Sylvan Scrying. Just find the castle. Hope they don't have a Boseiju who endures, of course. But next turn we could dig for a land, play it with Commune, and still have potentially 3 green left over for Archdruids. If we just draw a land, we'll play that, keep 3 green for Archdruid, search for... Possibly, we'll see. Possibly search for Ghalta. Or I might play now. I'm not going to play Vaultborn. If they have a ton of mana up. Ooh, bring to light. Are they going to name Ghalta? Do they remember what they faced? If I faced this person before. Get him. Squad Painter, absolutely going to get him. Hopefully it's not Unmoored Ego. I don't really care too much, because I got a lot of good stuff. Could be Tybalt. I beat Tybalt last night. Kind of curious if this is the same opponent. Oh, ooh, they got a Castle Garenbrig. Nuts. We're going to take the risk with Commune. Oh, phew. I found it. Oh, that good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. Yeah. Archdruid, Ghalta, hope to draw land. Of course, Carnage Tyrant would have been nice, but I still would have been at 6. It's going to be a little bit of a headache. Would have been kind of nice to draw that castle. Oh man, they're just getting lands for days. That is defined by me. Hopefully. Maybe they have a Thoughtseize, Counterspell, something like that. I think there's a pretty good chance they might have a Counterspell, or they might just play Niv Mizzet for 5, or another Bring to Light. Not too bad. Of course, we'll put a stop at the end of the turn just so maybe I don't forget to use Archdruids. Oh, what you got? Spend that mana. I want you. Spend all of it. Do it. Okay, well, they still have 2. They can play that Leyline Binding. Sadly. However, just search for Ghalta. Hopefully. Good, good. Draw land, draw land, draw land. Ooh, it's not land. Should it be Vaultborn to be exiled? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're going to go with Sylvan to search for another castle, maybe. Or it could be Cavern. You know what? Let's go with Cavern. And hope we can survive through potential hand hate or another unmoored ego played off of the painful, whatchamacallit. Oh, they're exiling. Oh, okay. Exiling all graveyards. I mean, all the stuff that they could play from me is not bad. Bring to Light, though. Not great. They're going unmoored. They got to be going unmoored ego. They have to be. Or thought, I don't know. Maybe I should have done this a little bit differently. It's got to be some sort of hand hate. You would think. Especially if I've faced this opponent before. I know if I survive, it's a win. Worth a shot. It was certainly very... Oh, they didn't find anything. Did they choose not to get anything? Huh. Do they not have unmoored ego? Yeah, that's strange. Oh, they cast it, but no mana was used to cast it, maybe. And they couldn't find anything because it was it was cast for technically colorless from exile. No, that meant, I don't know. Hard to say. At the very least, they might be about dead. That must be what it is. They cast Bring to Light from exile, which meant they didn't spend colors on it. Yeah. They only spent 1 color. I think it was the 3 red from Tybalt's ability, plus those 2 lands that they had tapped there, the Overgrown and the... no. Well, that would be 3 color. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but... hopefully they don't have some random sort of thing. Tishana's Tidebinder, the Containment Priest. You know the stuff. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They could have settled the wreckage. Many things. Many things. Yeah.
You have no power here.
Oh no! Anyway.
Maybe? Nah. They're not going to have settle the wreckage, would they? Oh, okay.
But you can't do this to me.
want I sacrifice?
Pardon me. Still a little bit of phlegm. It's a pretty good tickle in my throat. But do you know how many wild cards that opponent sacrificed just to make that deck? I mean, this deck is basically probably the same amount of wild cards. We got 6 forest though, so I guess it's kind of budget in that sense. But 5 color Bring to Light. Okay, playing a lot of stuff. Unmoored Ego. We don't like that, but we didn't see it. Tybalt. Am I worried about that? The +2. Exile the top card of... Okay, that's not targeting me. The -3 doesn't target... Yeah. I don't think we need Leyline of Sanctity. Giving myself hexproof, making the opponent not target me with potentially hand hate or Unmoored Ego. If this was down and they had Unmoored Ego, they could not target me to exile Castle Garenbrig from my hand and library and graveyard and all that. But I did this last night. This was basically the same. I brought in Tear Asunder and it didn't really feel so good, and well, I just won't bring it in for game 2. Hopefully it is only, oh my, it's probably going to be 2 games. Hopefully they have a Beseju. Ruin them. Yeah, again, we'll wait. If I had the turn 2 play again of Sylvan Scrying, I would use Commune on turn 1, search for something. Okay, maybe they have a random counter spell for 1. Oh, guess not. Oh, Sunken. What was I saying? Beautiful. There's a very good chance either I draw the Sylvan Scrying, the Archdruids, or a Sunken itself. Commune with Dinosaurs could possibly send an Archdruids or a Sylvan Scrying to the bottom. Crag Crown Pathway. Well, maybe. Bet they're going to get Ghalta. They don't like what... Yeah, straightforward. That's alright. That's alright. We'll get the job done. But maybe Crag Crown Pathway. Potentially after this match we could look at maybe land options. I was hoping for the Sunken just to make 7 on turn 4, but eventually we'll get there. And we have counterspell protection again, if they have that in there, but if they do, it would only be a couple of them. Oh, the Archdruids for the win. The win of wins. I'm making 7 next turn. I'm probably going to grab another Ghalta. We'll see. Karplusan Forest, pretty good. I have killed myself from Karplusan Forest, or it has led to a loss. I've been at 1, might have been 2, or I might have been at 3, and then I pinged myself for 1 to go down to 2, and I died to a piece of removal that deals 2 damage to me. But I have lost because of Karplusan, making a green or a red, and I just prefer something that definitely wouldn't lose me when I make the colors from it. Rockfall Veil too, very, very nice indeed. Man, let's get another Ghalta. We're playing T-Rex. Maybe they sweep. They don't like T-Rex, but they see everything. They're just gonna quit. They know they can't sweep because then they would die. So it's like lose-lose. I love these moments when my hand is revealed. Can't probably kill it. They could have something that makes me sad. Okay, guess not. But they literally see Ghalta and 2 Palanis. They Unmoored Ego. Oh, T-Rex hits again. Overlord goes. Any number of things. You lose. You're going to sweep, you die. You don't sweep, you die. Oh, Elish Norn. That's pretty okay. That's pretty good. But then Elish Norn would almost have to block. Almost. Enters or attacks. Palani's Hatcher. You know what? Let's play the Overlord. Of course, we don't get the land, but make the land next turn. I mean, they bought themselves 1 turn. Huh. I mean, I think all the LS Schnorns are pretty fantastic. It's the one that hurts me the most, turning off all enter the battlefield effects. But when you have a backup plan of just T-Rex, which is not an it enters the battlefield and it has the effect of being very painful, that's pretty good. They do have to spend 4, which is certainly nice. Hurts me to exile everybody. Oh, I could top deck another T-Rex. Get him. That's not T-Rex, unfortunately, but we'll go with Sylvan, thin the deck. Still play Palani's at the very least. It's not terrible. It's not great. Yeah, get bodies down. Just start doing stuff. Hope that they don't have removal for it, but I imagine they do. Too bad we can't get stuff back with Leyline Binding. If we had that, you know what? Yeah, would have got the job done. Oh boy. Hostage Taker tends to do the trick, Elish Norn. Oh, we're gonna get you. I'm bringing in you know what. Nah, maybe I won't. It might make a return to the sideboard. I just wasn't really facing lots of enchantment stuff, and well, I mean, you could imagine Back to Nature instead of a Rennie, which this is not doing anything specific. Elish Norn turns off the enter the battlefield effect, but protection from Leyline Binding, good. Vanishing Verse, Hostage Taker, protection from Black. Hostage Taker cannot target a Rennie. Ooh, yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe. Although I do like the haste potential. This particular opponent has sometimes a lot of sweepers. We got to get the job done right then and there, or else we are done for. I'll keep it the same. Keep it the same. The haste with all the sweepers. Ooh, I prefer the haste. I could, oh, definitely I could do Nissa. I think that should get the job done. Commune for Castle. See a Sylvan or an Archdruids, hopefully, and we should be on track. However, I could have Thoughtseize. We'll see if they play a Triumph that makes a Source of Black. If they do, I might be a little bit worried about that. I'd want to get Commune into something that is a land, but I guess, well, we're going first, so it doesn't really matter too. Oh, beautiful. Take the ping. 100% use Sylvan Scrying. If we can go off with that Overlord next turn, we're going to be set. Oh, I like it. Beautiful. Tyrranax Rex next turn, coming up at the very least. It's kind of like a repeat of last night. Get the T-Rex down so early, poof, everything goes up in smoke.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll think about it, Scorpion. I've always loved Planeswalkers. At the very least, Planeswalkers can certainly buy you a bunch of time. Just, drawing aggression. The opponent does not want the Planeswalker to live, and they send creatures towards you. But it definitely does look pretty good. We got there because of Overlord. We made 7 on turn 4, where Overlord, as I mentioned, for quite some time was some other creature, something that would not have got me to 7 on turn 4. I would not have played T-Rex, and this was very key. If I was waiting one more turn, this game could have gone completely different. It's going to continue to go different now that, I got this Sunken. We're set. We could grab anything and everything. Oh, maybe they got a count. Huh.
Kind of talk to him. Yeah, go ahead. Come on over. We'll give you a table.
That's okay. That's okay. We're about to smoke them. sweep. They have to sweep to live. So I win. Huh. Oh, I know. Victor. It was a fantastic clip. I forget what Steven Seagal movie that was, but perfect moment. Well, you know what? Let's see what Archdruid finds. Let's go for extra ruthless aggression. Whew. Just play them all. I could just do T-Rex, but you know what? I love it when I win. A Glimmer Man, huh? Definitely win time. I think I should look up a lot more of Steven Seagal's stuff because he does have quite a few clips. But a very, very nice win. Good to get revenge after losing to Aggro, but still getting one win against him was good. Check the lane. Okay. Pardon me. I'm just happy I remembered to check a thing because sometimes I don't remember. But yeah, a little bit of a brief tangent. Definitely Squad Painter. Hopefully you get some good rest, or if some of you have fallen asleep already and you're rejoining the next day, well, I'm sure you got maybe a little bit better rest than me. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Tonight might be Steven Seagal clip research. I'm gonna think about it. Okay, well, what was I looking for? Not collected lands. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is pretty good. I have to get the DJ Khaled one where he says another one. And then that's all the clip would be. The specific video is him doing that multiple times, but I would just press that again and again. Another one. Another one. Maybe if I top deck another Tyrranax Rex for the win. Another one. Followed by the Steven Seagal. Another one. Another one. Man. I still haven't used the second page of my stream deck. I had it pretty full, but again, those OBS issues. Rough stuff. Indeed. Right, we're looking through the lands. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I don't face too much blue, honestly. I mean, I wish I did. There was, yesterday, I think, a lot of Azorius control. Crag Crown. Okay, we're looking for Crag Crown. Dual colors, red and green, just to compare Crag Crown pathway with a bunch of other stuff. Okay, lovely. It would almost always be the green, I have to imagine. How often would it be the red? Well, I have to think it would almost never be the red, so should I use Crag Crown anyways if it's almost always green? A forest would potentially be better. Let's pretend I cut one forest down to 5, but I see the Crag Crown as my third land. I know for a fact it would have been a forest. Maybe it would have helped Castle Garenbrig enter untapped. Let's think it goes Sunken Citadel as the first land, Crag Crown, Source of Green as the third, or the second I should say. And then Castle Garenbrig as the third land, but Castle Garenbrig is entering tapped because Timber Crown Pathway is not a forest type land, where it would have been a basic forest because it would have been the 6th basic forest. Castle Garenbrig entering untapped on turn 3 to make the 3 green for the Archdruids to search and put the second Sunken out, making 7 at least on turn 4, but sometimes 8 if I top deck a land or if I have it already. Ooh, maybe. I am very wary of trimming more stuff that is not a forest type land. But Karplusan, I should, I mean, in this instance, technically it doesn't matter. Castle Garenbrig, you would play it as your second land tapped Timber Ground Pathway as your third land on turn 3, and you still get to make 3 green, so you do work around it. Hard to say. Definitely. Well, let me think. Maybe I just like Rockfall Vale. Honestly, a one of Rockfall Vale would not be a terrible thing in place of maybe one of those forests. Or possibly a source of blue with Irene tonight. Something that made green and blue. Pardon me. But Rockfall Vale can quite easily be the third land. It's going to be pretty rough if I don't have 3 lands by turn 3 with some combination of stuff. You know, 2 lands plus a Sylvan, we got 3. 2 lands plus Commune, we got 3. 1 land plus a Commune plus a Sylvan, we got 3. So the chances of Rockfall Vale easily just working into being the third land whenever possible, always entering untapped. Yeah, I think this would be preferable. I'm not a crazy aggro. I'm not the Gruul Aggro that I was facing. The Copperline Gorge, I think, is most often used in the super aggressive decks. Cinderglade is actually quite interesting. I've used Cinderglade before, and I could actually tweak a dinosaur list that includes it. A ton of basic lands and maybe 2 mountains, 1 mountain and 6 or 7 forests, but it includes ranging raptors. The enrage, whenever it's dealt damage, you search for a basic very easily. I got the basics needed to have this enter untapped. I quite enjoyed it. This was, I think, right when Pioneer became a thing. It might have even been before Pioneer, when Dinosaurs were just released back in January 2018. Yeah. It's definitely better than Rockfall Vale if you have a ton of basic lands. Oh. Although is Rockfall Vale better if I'm playing something that does not care so much about having a forest? With Castle Garenbrig here, super duper key. You guys might have experienced it, but you've seen it when maybe I wasn't using things that were a forest type land. Cavern of Souls and Sunken Citadel being the only ones. One that creeps up. Rough stuff. Manlands, don't like it so much. Restless Ridgeline, yikes. That's been painful. But definitely, certainly, even the fact it needs to be basics, it's not too bad. Like I say, I've had a lot of experience with this, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think they have some nice alternate art. The extended art for Cinderglade is pretty sweet. Yeah. I say we leave it, well, we're not done for tonight. We'll have at least one more match. It would be nice to get through 3 of them. The 2 last night were pretty long. Slugfest. Maybe I can finish it off with an Azorius Control. But definitely lands that have the type. Commercial District. Quite nice. It's a forest type land and a mountain for the red and the Surveil 1. But just having the 1 of or the 2 of some land that I can grab that at least does a little bit of something. Pretty good. Hopefully you're the... Oh, that might be. Hopefully you're the good luck charm now. Oh, not.
Dang!
So, I mean, I might as well quit here. I've still never really won against aggro, which certainly is a problem. Now, that does not necessarily mean that one's deck they're playing is bad, but certainly doesn't help. I was hoping for Castle Garenbrig there. Gotta be Vaultborn Tyrant at this point. We need life to survive what's about to happen. Oh, this is true. It's a 2-0 for the aggro. I mean, I could survive. Possibly. If I draw... Oh, never mind. Rampaging for Ozodon. Goodness. Well, how about that? If I had drawn Castle Garenbrig there, I could have potentially made 8 and maybe killed him. I mean, Rampaging Frostodon basically just kills me right there. All the creatures that enter, I could be at 8, and I reasonably could put 8 creatures out. That's 8 damage towards me, and I should play Arc a little bit more. I tried it just briefly. I downloaded the game. Yeah, I have enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have a lot of time, so it's still pretty much just this. It's aggro, and we hope to make 8 on turn 4, because if we don't, we're probably dead. Hey, at the very least, we're getting 4 matches in. We can be happy about something. That's not good. It's got to be faster than that. That is not going to win us. That might. Certainly Carnage Tyrant and Palani's to the bottom. If we draw Castle Garenbrig, we got to draw pretty good, but... I would like to probably take care of the dinos, raise them. Mostly I love searching for treasure and limited edition items, cool stuff. Farming for rare loot, which I imagine is probably maybe not a thing in Arc. Nah. We don't need another Archdruids. If we're going to win, it's going to be by drawing a Castle Garenbrig next turn, or a Sunken. If I didn't have an Archdruid, of course I would have kept that one on the top, but since I have one in my hand, this is going to be better. That is not going to be it. When you play 45 matches in one day, 100-ish individual games, you get a pretty good sense when you lose. I mean, I think most people would probably be able to see that it's over pretty quick, but I don't know. It's nice to be able to evaluate things quickly. Situations, you need it if you're going to be spamming a ton of games. Alright, 4th match coming up. Cave. I do like the sound of cave runs. Or at least the rhinos. I should look into that one. Enrique Tineo. That hand could 1 source of green and we're laughing. Azorius control. Oh, could be Lotus Field. Hopefully not. Of course this hand is a little bit risky. Oh, it was. Okay. I'll look into that. A little bit rough. Oh, where's that source of green? Don't be mean. We still got a couple turns, but oh yes, please. TikTok. There we go. Phew. Release the rhinos. Release the rhinos. I have to imagine would be a pretty perfect thing in this instance. They could be dead next turn. Overlord of the Mistmoors is they could be about to die. I'm making 7. If I draw a land that enters untapped, they're just dead. Smoked. Yeah, ask and you shall receive, definitely. But that land does look pretty cool. The Willow Rush, whatchamacallit. Just gonna play the Overlord of the whatchamacallits. Maybe they think I'm something I'm not. We're making 8. Just make sure we get to 8 and we'll figure it out. They're certainly not dealing 20. They might do something to the Overlord. Maybe I should look at the lands after this. The cool looking lands. Not necessarily ones that I would... Good. Use that Vanishing Verse. Don't have a thought seize. No, don't do it. Oh. Just dead. Smoked. They're dead. I win. They could have a sweeper. Doesn't matter. 1 turn. KO. Ooh. I gotta say, I love Palani's Hatcher. Now, this particular opponent, it might not be the Bring to Light variation, but maybe they could have had a sweeper. Either way, you know what's better than killing an opponent over multiple turns is killing him that turn in 1 turn. It's always better. The goal is to win, so win ASAP. All right. Phew. Of course, I was a little bit worried. They likely have, almost certainly, they have Leyline Binding. If they had 1 white, they could have exiled Palani's Hatcher, maybe swept or something. Absolutely the 0-1 egg. A very scary thing. And nobody's used to or expects an egg rolling towards them. It's not going to do any damage, but the opponent does not know that. It's all about sending a message, as I've said many times before. Send the dinosaur eggs in, and it shows that I'm not here to mess around. I'm going to mess up many opponents, I guess. I won't change anything simply because I don't have Back to Nature. If I had Back to Nature, 100%, that is the thing to destroy this opponent. And maybe I should bring it in. Kind of interesting that I'm facing 5-color Bring to Light and this 5-color Overlords. It 100% it buffs the confidence. If those little dinosaur eggs are rolling in and they can't deal any damage, why shouldn't the other dinos also attack? And they know they can accomplish anything, and that's what it's all about. Inspiration. That hand was bad. That was rough. But this, I mean, as long as they don't stop Sylvan Scrying, which I don't think they will, we're making 6. We're probably making 7. We draw 1 more land and we got him. I should add the Life Finds a Way. So many good yeah. Life Finds Way, or record with my voice over that part so it looks like it's Dinos Find a Way. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Don't do it. Oh boy. Well, they don't have a Source of Blue, so we're safe. Maybe they have a Beseju, something like that. Yeah, they're going to take out Castle Garenbrig. They saw the pain that was dealt, and it was not pretty. Good. Choose green for the second Sunken just to maintain the 3 green. I could draw an Archdruid's Charm next turn, and if I had chosen red for Sunken, I wouldn't be able to play the Archdruid. So this is a just in case sort of thing. That would be
Bazinga!
Hashtag pre-recorded. That's why you maintain the first 3 lands as green sources, but we don't need Cavern of Souls, I don't think. Commercial, see a land on top. Man, I'm so good. I just talk about some things and you see the things. This is going to make a good clip if you're watching this afterwards from a video or a short. And don't forget to take a big bite out of that like button, as I may be about to take a big bite out of the opponent's life total. Strap yourselves in. Oh, you're going to get Elish Norn, aren't you? No, can't get Elish Norn. Something for 3. What would they get for a 3 that hurts me? I don't think anything shuts. Okay. No. That's all right. That's all right. We're not dead yet. Tyrranax Rex is pretty decent. Next turn, Tyrranax Rex might draw out that Leyline Binding, forcing him to spend 5. Leyline Binding is reduced to 1. 1 white, but they have to spend an extra 4 for the ward. Or they sweep and still die. Either way, play a thing that they could target, but they would have to spend a lot to get rid of it. If I played Carnage Tyrant, they might not do anything, and I want them to do something on the T-Rex. Play your binding. Of course, they would be able to sacrifice the binding, but it would, I don't know, we'll see. It doesn't, I know, Victor. It's quite nice. That's how I get around potentially the attacks of Archon or High Noon. You can only cast 1 spell a turn. If my one thing is everything, that's pretty good. This could be problematic. As long as they don't get Elesh Norn. They could sacrifice Enigmatic Incarnation to get Elesh Norn, perhaps. I mean, I'm a little bit worried. I'm sure they have a piece of removal for Palani's, so I don't think we've won in this case. But maybe we'll still get the job done. They'll by themselves maybe 1 turn, but they could be holding on to a sweeper, of course. That would be rough. Yeah, get rid of Palani's, we know the drill. Nothing I wasn't expecting. Eventually. Okay, that's strange. Maybe they have Settle the Wreckage. No, they're gonna use it now. I don't know. I'm gonna take the bet they don't have it. Who uses Settle anymore? I've been surprised. Probably it was 2 weeks ago, I think. Do what you gotta do. Maybe they're gonna take out Tyrranax Rex as well. Oh. Oh, that's odd. Maybe they're playing on their phone and the icons are small and they misclicked on Carnage Tyrant when they meant to click on Palani's, which would have stopped every single creature from attacking. I forgot to send the egg in. The egg got a little bit flustered, seeing its mother almost get decimated by nowhere to run. The egg, of course, has not really anywhere to run, but Palani's hatcher, its mother escaped death. Carnage Tyrant took the blow, jumped in front of it, and we got her done. I mean, I'll take whatever win I get, of course. Aggro's rough. Other stuff is not rough, other than mono green devotion. That is rough. But if it's not aggro, I mean, chances are I'm not facing mono green devotion. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And a perfect nightcap, absolutely. 4 matches, 2 of them basically, you could pretend like they didn't happen, but technically it didn't. That first loss to aggro, I mean, it didn't really mean much of anything. But overall, a fantastic night. Lots of lovely, ruthless aggression. Oh, I'm not bored with shifting Ceratops Scorpion. 100%. Areni, yeah. A little bit of extra doesn't help against anything specific. A very reasonable case that Areni could be shifting Ceratops, and I have even more help against counter spells, blue stuff. And of course I can sink the full 6 of Castle Garenbrig into shifting. The 4 for shifting itself, 1 more green for haste, another green for trample, brings us up to a total of 6. Very good. I know. The stealthy reach. I've had opponents rage quit. Azorius Spirits opponents, or Mono Blue Spirits. They attack in, they make the mistake once, maybe they don't quit. But then I play a second shifting and they're like, oh my goodness, done. I must say it would be nice. Sometimes I don't see a Tyrranax Rex or a Carnage Tyrant. You would hope you see one of 8 can't be countered dinos against a deck with counter spells. But yeah, it just doesn't happen sometimes. And then the one Cavern of Souls. Of course, it feels much more comfortable with one Cavern versus 2, because like we were talking about, tainting Archdruid's charm. How I almost could have if I chose red for that second Sunken. Things would have gone a lot differently. But I have been messed up by that Cavern. The second one. And we can get around counter spells like you see. Play big thing that can't be countered. Draw out a sweeper. They tap out. Don't have enough for a counter spell. Play something afterwards that could be countered, but they can't. Maybe they only have 1 mana left after that sweeper for 4 or 5. Or if they 6, they're probably tapped out. I don't know. Ways around it. But shifting, definitely. Just a general cheaper thing. Maybe I trim Tyrranax Rex because shifting is a lot cheaper, and it's something that can be fully utilized on turn 4 with Castle Garenbrig, a Sunken, and 2 other lands, where I still would be waiting for Tyrranax Rex. Often enough you make 7 on turn 4, but yeah, okay, we'll leave it there for now. Again, take a big bite out of that like button if you haven't already, and yeah, have a good night. Definitely good wins tonight. Thanks for watching, whenever it is, wherever it is, and yeah, see you next time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?